Hi, everybody. I'm Betty Lansford, and I want to thank you for being with me today. It's a little gloomy outside today, but it's nice on the inside, and I'm thankful for that. Um, I'm I'm wanting to talk to you today about my Bible reading that I had this morning, and it spoke to me, and I want to share what I read with you. Um, it's from Joshua chapters 6 through 10 that I read. And in those passages, you read about how they marched around the walls of Jericho and the walls fell down. Um, get over in chapter 7, it talks about Rahab the harlot and her family that was saved. Uh, it talks about the battle of Ai, and then it goes on in chapter 10. It actually mentions when the sun stood still. Well, the things that I want to speak to you today about that rather disturbed me. The the armies of Joshua, or the armies of God, however you want to say it, when they were conquering the lands to get to the promised land that God promised them, there was a lot of bloodshed in doing so. To conquer the cities or that that they that they fought, they killed not just the men, they killed the women, they killed the children, they killed all of their livestock, unless God told them to set aside and keep some things that He sanctified. Well, that bothered me, and I thought, Lord, what are you telling me about this that you want me to take into account? And so I prayed about it, I meditated on it, and this is some of the things that God, I felt like, wanted me to share with you. It started in Jericho, and Joshua was told by God to tell the children of Israel to walk around the town 7 times with the trumpets blowing, and the people were not to say anything until he told them to. Well, it was on that last day that they marched around 7 times with the priests blowing the trumpets. And when Joshua told them to shout, the walls came down. Well, the Lord informed them to not to take anything from the city. In fact, He told them to keep yourself from the accursed thing, unless you make yourself accursed. So I question that. And in chapter 7, in verse 1, let me read it to you. It says, "But the children of Israel committed a trespass in the accursed thing. Achan, the son of Carmi, the son of Zabdi, the son of Zerah, and of the tribe of Judah, took of the accursed thing, and the anger of the Lord was kindled against the children of Israel." Well, this is how Joshua found out that that something was brought into their account. Joshua, when they reached the the city of Ai, if I'm pronouncing that right, it's capital A and small I. Keep in mind, I'm not a Bible scholar. I don't know how to pronounce all these words, but I like trying. When Joshua sent some of his men into that city to spy it out and to see what they were going to be up against, the men came back and they told Joshua that they wouldn't have to take a whole lot of people. They would only have to take about 3,000 men because it was a small place. So that's what they did. But here's what happened. The men got to the city And then they were chased out by the people of Ai, and those 3,000 men were killed. That startled Joshua. Let me read to you, still in chapter 7, drop down to verse 10 and 11. And the Lord said unto Joshua, Get thee up, wherefore liest thou thus upon thy face? Israel hath sinned, and they have also transgressed my covenant which I commanded them. For they have even taken of the accursed thing, and have also stolen and disassembled also, and they have put it even among their own stuff. Wow. That's when I felt like the Lord was beginning to speak to me about something that He wanted me to share with you. We have to be careful what we bring into our home. I began to question, Lord, is there anything in my home? Is there anything I have that you're not pleased with? Lord, let me know. I think that's a prayer that we need to say often to ourselves. God, is there anything I'm doing that you're not pleasing with? Lord, is there anything that I've brought into my house that you don't want me to have? Joshua approached the people, and he approached Achan, and Achan admitted that he did take some things that he shouldn't have. And they ended up stoning Achan and his family, killing them, and they ended up the place they called it Valley of Achor, Achor, which means Valley of Trouble. But after they had done that, Joshua, being fearful that once the surrounding kings and territories realized that Ai, a very small place, had conquered the people, that they would fight them even harder, thinking that they were going to win. Well, the Lord informed him to go back up and fight Ai again, but this time set an ambush, and he did so, and he won the battle. I don't think it's so much that the Lord was impressing me all about the killings, the fighting, so much as the fact that we have to kill those things spiritually that are in us, that are not good, that God doesn't want. If there's anything in my life that I need to change, I need to kill it. I cannot keep it around me, in me. I can't dwell among things that are not godly. I'm not saying don't love the sinner, but I don't have to love their sin. I do not have to partake of anything that they are doing just so I can befriend them. No. God wants me, and He wants you to love the sinner, but to not love their sin. And I don't think that that's always easy for us when it may involve someone we love. It may involve a family member. But we can still love them. We can still be friends with them. I don't have to be judgmental toward them, but I do have to protect myself. I have to protect the things that I know God wants me to protect in my life. I have to be careful. You have to be careful. And I think these are the things that the Lord wanted me to share with you. It's it's not the physical killing that I was reading about. It did disturb me, but it got me questioning, Lord, what is it? What is it that you want me to get from these chapters? And I believe that's what it is. To kill the things that I either bring in, the things that become familiar. What about movies? Oh my goodness. Some of the movies that are out right now aren't even good for children, let alone me. And we have to be careful because when we bring those movies into our house to watch, guess what? We're bringing in things that God doesn't approve of. So that's something to think about. Well, folks, I love y'all, and I'm glad that you joined me, and I hope this is something that maybe you could get a little bit out of. My goal this year for 2023 is to be more like Jesus every day, more of Him and less of me. Well, I love y'all, and I thank you so much for being with me. And I'm not a YouTuber that puts something out weekly or even on a schedule. It's just when I feel like God wants me to share something with you, and I hope that's okay. Well, y'all take care, and God bless you, and I'll pray for you, and you pray for me. God bless. Y'all have a great day. Love you.